Nedc, which was the United Nations Commission on International Trade, the National Council of Procurement, limited membership, the scope of communication, the define what procurement was and what public procurement is. We have to define items of procurement because we need to understand what they are procuring. So we have to define it technically because you wouldn't know the time you will be deliberating for those issues. You need to identify what is what goods and services for your proper plan. So we also look at scope of application that this procurement law applies to who? Because we need to know in your operations, somebody will come and say, okay, they want to partner with you as an individual or corporate body or any association. From that point of view, if your source of funding is 35% appropriated or proposed to be appropriated, the procurement law is not for you. So that we felt it was very important. We have to enlighten our members. From there, we want to the business, the core business. That's the pre-bidding stage. That's before you bid, what are activities? That's the planning section. It's the matter of all procurement. Because definitely if you fail to plan, you understand, you fail to pay. So your activities, your effective procurement is a product of how effective your procurement planning is. So that we have to demonstrate it to them. We use the templates as provided by PPP, took them through all the columns and what have you. You understand? Because that is what gives you your estimated cost of procurement, which is factored in to your budget. So whatever you plan there, invariably is going to your budget as a line item. So that's the essence of planning. So we had a good time planning the festival. So that is the bidding aspect of it. The bidding aspect of this, that is the second stage of the program, is the one you start from advert. We told them how advert framework is all about, how it is structured. From the introduction, the heading, the project title, how to describe your project, how to load it, the eligibility criteria, the important notices, the way and manner to get your bidding document, the way and manner to submit your bidding document, the way and manner it is submitted, the way and manner it is purchased, the way and manner your profiles are being packaged. Is that right? Okay. From first bidding, still under bidding, we thought of issuance of bidding documents. How do you organize for the issuance of a bidding document? Because at that point, you are communicating with your bidders. They should be fully informed, all information provided adequately. Then, bid opening. The date and time as captured in the advert remains sacrosanct, unless otherwise there is an adjustment or correction, whichever comes. We have to observe that one. We have explained what is correction, what is written. Okay. So then we went to post bidding. You know, publication awards, acceptance letter, this and that, photo agreement, organization to sign, evaluation and monitoring. We take them through. So we talk of the procurement, process and procedures, acceleration of photo award process and procedures. We are now with offenses. If after everyone have left, we control with a full letter concerning offenses and consequences. NDI, as at this junction, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to showcase who we are. I hope the Commission will leverage and gain the invention that we have this year. Thank you for giving us. Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. CEO, sir, Madam Minister, that are here present. Without taking much of your time, may I quickly invite the General Manager in charge of administration and finance in the person of Abdul MNI to invite the MDCU to address the gathering, to officially close the training session and present certificates of attendance to the participants. MNI.
The MDCEO of the Northeast Development Commission, my colleagues from all the directorates, good afternoon. We are lucky to have you as our MD because you have been so autonomous in professionalizing the commission. If you may recall, this I think it's second program we are having this year in this same hall. So the importance of professionalism can never be emphasized, and then new staff that have attended these courses. It does not mean that when you go back to the offices, you just give the certificate or update your records in the human resources and leave it. It's meant for you to change your style of work and become more professional. So I hope the knowledge learned here will serve as a ground for us to see more changes in the activities relating to our procurement process. With that, Mr. MD, sir, may I invite you to kindly present the certificate of attendance to all the members that are here present.
Good afternoon, all. I think I'm also reported today to you guys that it's a brand new year. That means you have to watch Jim.
Like over here now.
That's what you are watching Jim, but it doesn't need any procurement. So that's the usually that. So please, the ED Finance and Admin, heavily presented by GM Admin. The ED Humanitarian, heavily presented by the GM Humanitarian. All the EDs would love to come here, but unfortunately, they are all away doing one of other things somewhere else. I just listened carefully to the consultant, taking us through the process, and he said he has not concluded yet. After the session today, now, we'll talk about the consequences of not following the procurement rules, which is the most important part of the process. You are right. The consequences. I can see the worry shaking his hand because it's a living witness to what can happen and what cannot happen if you don't follow the process. have taken time to read most of the guidelines, procedures, and so on and so forth. Even the public service rule, I've read it page by page. And already procurement act, page by page. I've read the guideline from the BBP, I mean, somebody whatever, page by page.
Wonderful.
When you go through it, it's also, it's not the most simplest document you can implement. And also it's one of the easiest ways to enter problem. Everything is documentation, documentation. A simple example, threshold. This is 10 million naira. 9.9999 is the threshold. One naira different, what is this? Well, the threshold is how many million naira? 4999999. You are 0.50 kobo. You are covered. 1.5 billion. 1.4 minus 9999995. You are covered. Now you go for slotting, dodge, slicing. You know, it has provided room for a lot of but the thing is, for you to understand and follow the rules in integrity. Everything about procurement is documentation. As company confidentiality, this, all that. So we deem it necessary that I say from time to time we can bring in our staff to brainstorm with those who have been doing this business for a long time. The consultant on this has been in that for many years. He has done the right and sometimes the wrong. That's correct, because there's no way you can say 100%. Because even document provided for loopholes. Like in tax, they say the difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance. So there are many ways you can avoid some of those loopholes. But as I said earlier, the bottom line is for everybody to understand and follow. And it's just like, it's very mechanical, as we're talking about from one step to another. Procurement planning, procurement that, you know. This is why when you go to any of the procurement department anywhere, you may think that if they are traders, files of Ghana must go, files of document which, if you ask them what use of this one, they don't tell you. Profile of this, profile of that. When you go to the ministries, if the photos are full of papers, or if you go to even the DPP office in Abuja, sometimes you will see why they pass because of full of papers, because of the something. But some God now is becoming E, those things have been reduced. So I'm sure all of you here might have gotten one or two lessons. And by the time you finish the last part, which is very important, that is consequence of not following, because that act or whatever provided for prison terms, what and so on and so forth. But unfortunately, in that act or in that procedure, everything they blame the MP.
Yeah.
That's it. MDCO should explain. MDCO should explain. MDCO should go to jail. No, this is just that's the thing. Yes, but that's okay, because when you are top, you face all the challenges. So I want to congratulate all of you for coming to attend this session. This is just the beginning. We are going to do more of it. This is just the basic. Probably next level will be another advanced one. We'll talk about the electronic productivity. We'll talk about this and this and this. So all of you are coming. And when people are being introduced, no one has ever come to complain that he has social staff. Everybody, most of you who are from the procurement department, and yesterday I saw about 5 of you have now qualified to be professional procurement officers based on exams you did or whatever. I'm sure Amit will advise you properly, and for that I want to congratulate you. So that means now you don't have any excuse of saying, I'm now working for procurement, so now you're in procurement. So better deploy what you've learned as far the field. They are giving me some certificates to present, but I want to do that. I want to do what I call a collective presentation. I don't want to present only 5 or 3 or whatever. And for the females here, what's your name? Fatima. Yes. I want to use Fatima as a reference and say that all the females here have collected their certificate.
She's media. She's not part of the media.
Media?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we are dominated.
Okay. So now, let me withdraw that one. But we don't go and put me into or so mean, me withdraw my blah. So let me use as a reference point Sarah Ahmed Musa, the only lady. Yeah. You know. Oh, okay. But let me use Sarah as a prudent point that the 2 of you have received your certificate. Shaking my hand. Sit down. And for the men, I want to use, what's her name?
He deserves an award.
So please, why? If there any query from DFC or whatever, India Sunday. So I'm going to use Ahmed Kali, architect, Iman, Amy there too. So I'm going to reference to say that all of you men here have shaking my hand here. So congratulations. And I will not say I'm going to close the session now, and this is the last part. If at the end of the last session, if anybody wants to make his mind to not be a procurement officer, you should come meet me tomorrow. So that's why you have the issue. There's a military book. They say how to make a coup. It's not in circulation now. I think chapter 3 or 4 says the consequences of failed coup. That's where the problem is not the planning of the coup and all that kind of thing, but the consequences of the failed coup. So on that note, thank you very much. After the session, I'm leaving behind the GM and me, and the GM humanitarian will jointly close the session. After endorsing it and everybody attended it and everybody helped to continue the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, MDCU. I think at this juncture we have to step down to the ground floor for a group photograph. After the will take its exit, where the 2 GMs will remain or stay behind for the formal closing ceremony.
We have to monitor.
After the picture, you're holding my box. After the picture.